During his rounds at SEC Media Days last week, Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel outlined one thing that he will absolutely not do with Tennessee's quarterback situation. We'll tell you what that is just ahead. Hey, Lucas Panzica here from 104.5 The Zone and A to Z Sports. So, we know Tennessee is locked into a three-man battle for the starting quarterback job. Joey Aguilar, Jake Merklinger, and George McIntyre vying for that spot to replace Nico Iamaleava. We don't know who's going to come out on top of that battle, but one thing we do know now, after Josh Heupel appeared at SEC Media Days, is they will not be deploying a dual quarterback system no matter what. He sat down in an interview with some of my colleagues at 104.5 The Zone, our afternoon show, 3HL, with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Tennessee basketball legend Ron Slay, and Don posed that question, the idea of a dual quarterback system being something he and his coaching staff were considering. And Heupel led with a fact that I did not know, and many Tennessee fans may not have known, that he actually was part of a dual quarterback system during his JUCO playing days before moving up, transferring to Oklahoma, where he obviously won a national title. And then he went on to say, and I quote, "That's tough to manage. You want somebody to be the starter. End of the day, we're going to find out who that is." Now, I don't know if this is something that Tennessee fans had considered. I know it wasn't exactly a part of our daily discussions on The Zone, if Tennessee could potentially roll out a dual quarterback system, but Josh Heupel has completely shot that down. And to be honest, we don't really see that in the modern era of college football or the NFL. As the saying goes, if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have any. So they're going to ride with whoever comes out on top of this battle. But there is one thing that this coaching staff has to try to do that they were not able to do in the 2021 season when Joe Milton won the starting job over Hendon Hooker. And then, of course, Milton got hurt. Hooker came in and he drove the offense forward. Joe Milton won that job in practice. But when the lights came on, Hendon Hooker was the better man to lead that Tennessee offense in both 2021 and 2022. And we've seen these situations with Tennessee quarterbacks in the past, guys that are just gamers that may not be the best on the practice field. Joshua Dobbs comes to mind. How many times did Tennessee try to redshirt Joshua Dobbs before being forced to put him in and realizing he was by far the best quarterback to lead those offenses in the Butch Jones era? This coaching staff has to figure out a way to make sure the man that wins the job in practice is the man that is going to be the best option for this team when the lights come on. Now, to an extent, there's only so much that you can do in that regard. Some guys just click when the moment matters most. And we'll see if the guy who wins this job for Tennessee ends up being that guy throughout the course of the season. We know they won't be deploying a dual quarterback system. That's a good thing. But what they also want to avoid is having a guy go out there, fail to perform, and then start to get through that revolving door, grasping for answers at quarterback. That has not happened yet in the Josh Heupel era. And even though we don't really know much about these guys, with the exception of 2 seasons for Aguilar at App State, there's not much reason to think that that's going to happen this year with the proof of concept that we've seen in the Josh Heupel era. But last week in Atlanta, he made it clear it's going to be one guy at the top of the pack, and they're not going to be messing around or trying anything cute with any sort of dual quarterback system in 2025.